My beloved soul, breathe deeply and settle into this moment, for the current of life has drawn you to the threshold of powerful choice. Within the quiet places of your heart, you can already sense it, a sacred tension humming between the comfort of what has been and the promise of what might become. The person on your mind is standing at that very same threshold, tracing the subtle contour of their future with hesitant fingers. Your connection is just beginning to unfurl its petals, delicate and fragrant with possibility, yet still soft enough to bruise if handled without care. They are listening intently to the whispers of their own soul, asking themselves what flavor of life they truly wish to taste next. And so, dear one, I invite you to listen alongside them, to honor the question as holy instead of fearing it as a threat. For in every sincere question hides the seed of an exquisite answer. At this early stage, your person is navigating a labyrinth of internal mirrors. In one reflection, they glimpse the familiar freedom of singledom, late night phone glows, spontaneous adventures, waking without the gentle weight of another's expectations resting on their chest. This path offers autonomy, the warm knowledge that no heart but their own will crack or bloom according to their choices. It feels safe because it is predictable. They have walked its corridors many times before, and the floorboards creak in ways they already understand. To commit to you would mean repainting those halls in new colors, inviting a different echo to bounce against the walls of their life. Freedom is precious to them. They fear misplacing it the way a traveler fears misplacing a passport far from home. Yet turn the mirror a few degrees, and there you are, standing in the glow of shared tomorrows. This alternative timeline gleams with richer hues. Breakfasts cooked side by side, joys multiplied because they are witnessed, sorrows divided by an outstretched hand. Your bond promises a sanctuary where laughter can land softly and wounds can be dressed in tenderness. But truthfully, sanctuary requires stewardship. It demands that each inhabitant arrive with their own lantern of responsibility, willing to match effort with affection, patience with passion. Your person is aware of this sacred math, and they count the cost with trembling accuracy. They do not want to promise sunrise if they are secretly uncertain they can hold off the night. Remember, gentle heart, their hesitation is not a verdict on your worth. They see your radiance with aching clarity. They marvel at your resilience and exclaim, in silent moments when you are not watching, that anyone would be blessed beyond measure to call you home. Their doubts spin solely around their own emotional reservoir. Do they have enough water stored to nurture the garden you deserve? Can they weather drought and still hand you a rose? Past scars line their chests like half-healed constellations, reminding them how easily devotion can burn if carried too close without a map. So they keep certain gates bolted, not to keep you out, but to keep their most fragile pieces from shattering under an impact they feel unprepared to absorb. Control is their tried and true guardian. It wears a familiar scent, part caution, part survival. When life grows unpredictable, they tighten their grip on the steering wheel of feeling, refusing the curves of vulnerability lest the road surprise them. Yet your presence bends those roads in delicious, terrifying ways. With you, emotions rise like a tide they did not schedule, and the waves lap higher each time you smile. They can neither predict the shape of the next swell nor guarantee they will not be swept into deeper water. That loss of command rattles them. But do not misread their rattling as rejection. It is the thunder that often precedes rainfall, and rainfall can coax buried seeds into bloom. Ask yourself, beloved soul, can you hold space without pressing? Patience is an alchemist. Given enough time, it turns uncertainty into clarity's gold. Trust that whatever is aligned will not pass you by, and whatever drifts away is clearing room for something more harmonic. Keep shining the authentic light of your being. A heart that is met by steadfast warmth will eventually melt its own ice. Let your consistency be the safe shore to which their storm-tossed ship can moor when they finally decide they are ready to dock. While love stirs these intimate tides, October prepares a very different kind of sea, one brimming with currents of currency, waves of opportunity that can lift or level your financial vessel. You will notice a sudden flash of insight this month, like a lighthouse beam slicing through fog. It may arrive disguised as an unusual proposal, a startup idea pitched over coffee, a property listing that seems too eccentric to fit your blueprint, an investment in a sector your peers dismiss as untested. Your first instinct might be to step back, labeling the notion unorthodox. Yet intuition will tug your sleeve, urging you to look twice. Listen when it speaks. The universe rarely whispers about wealth in predictable dialects. There is also a moment approaching when your courage will be summoned to the negotiation table. Perhaps you will renegotiate a salary, recalibrate a freelance rate, or assert ownership of intellectual property that has been quietly undervalued. The other party may push against your boundaries, hoping you will settle for crumbs because you wear empathy like a badge. Stand tall in your worth, dear one. Empathy and assertiveness are not mutually exclusive. They are twin wings that allow your dreams to fly. Practice voicing your numbers aloud until they no longer tremble on your tongue. Confidence is magnetic in monetary conversations. It draws higher offers the way the moon draws tides. October will not, however, reward recklessness. It is a month for strategic audacity, not impulsive leaps. If you feel your excitement gallop ahead of your research, pull gently on the reins. Ask questions, study market patterns, consult mentors who speak the language of spreadsheets and compound interest. Then, when knowledge steadies your pulse, act decisively. The door of opportunity will not stay ajar forever, but neither will it vanish the second you pause to tie your laces. Timing is a dance between enthusiasm and discernment. Find the rhythm that lets both feet share the floor. Expect at least one scenario where you must defend what is rightfully yours. It could be as small as correcting a billing error or as grand as protecting a major investment from unjust terms. In these moments, your voice will be your shield. Clarity, not volume, will win the day. Articulate facts, reference agreements, maintain composure. The energy of dignity carries an authority no bully can sustain. As you advocate for your financial interests, you simultaneously teach the universe how you wish to be compensated for your gifts. Yet do not view this entire month through the lens of conflict. There is joy to be harvested too. Boldness begets possibility. Every time you choose to step onto the playing field, to pitch, to negotiate, to invest, you expand the perimeter of your future's garden. Some seeds will sprout in weeks. Others may slumber all winter before bursting through April's soil. Have faith in the hidden growth. Wealth, like love, often germinates beneath surfaces long before it shows its green. Notice the parallel themes weaving through your heart and your wallet: discernment, readiness, and the courage to claim what honors your truth. Whether you are deciding to deepen a relationship or to diversify a portfolio, the question at the core is the same. Will I choose from fear, or will I choose from alignment? Fear prioritizes immediate comfort and guaranteed outcomes. Alignment prioritizes resonance with your highest self, trusting that resources, emotional or financial, will flow toward authenticity. Let us ground these cosmic musings into practical steps. 1. Daily check-ins. Each morning, ask yourself, which path feels expansive today? Write a short reflection. Over time, patterns will emerge, guiding both romantic and fiscal decisions. 2. Transparent dialogue. If the moment feels ripe, Share your reflections with your person. Speak from vulnerability, not ultimatum. Invite them to voice their own process without judgment. Connection deepens when truths are aired gently under the same sky. 3. Financial audit. Before October reaches its midpoint, review all active subscriptions, debts, and income streams. Identify leaks. Plugging a small leak is often simpler and more lucrative than chasing an elusive windfall. 4. Rehearsed assertiveness. Stand before a mirror and practice the sentence. My rate for this scope of work. Repeat until your eyes no longer flicker with doubt. Muscle memory serves the tongue as surely as it serves the body. 5. Celebrate micro victories. Did you negotiate a late fee down? Did you communicate a boundary in romance without apologizing for it? Mark it. Small wins train your nervous system to expect larger ones. 6. Visualize shared futures. Spend 5 minutes envisioning both you and your person thriving, whether together or separately. Notice which version lights your chest with warmth. Let that warmth inform your choices. 7. Seek counsel. For finances, consult an advisor or a well-read friend. For matters of the heart, seek out a therapist, mentor, or spiritual guide who can mirror your insights back with clarity. Wisdom multiplies when shared. If your person ultimately chooses to remain single, acknowledge their path with grace. Love's authenticity is proved not by possession, but by freedom granted. Trust that the space their decision leaves within your life is the exact shape needed for the partnership that will honor you fully, whether with them in a future season or with someone new whose arrival cannot yet be seen beyond the horizon. Conversely, if they step forward and offer their hand, receive it with presence rather than paranoia. Do not punish them for yesterday's uncertainty. Each of us is allowed the time we need to meet our own courage. Instead, collaborate on building a connection where communication is routine, affection is proactive, and autonomy is respected. Love flourishes when watered with mutual effort, not merely permitted to survive on romance's rainfall. In both destiny and dollars, remember the power of aligned action. Meditation and manifestation set intention, but intention without movement is a melody without percussion, beautiful yet incomplete. Take the phone call. Draft the proposal. Sign up for that course. Tell the one you love how their laughter rearranges the furniture of your day. Your life is not an audition. It is the show. Step into the spotlight. And when doubt inevitably creeps across your stage, greet it like an old traveling companion, not a thief. Ask it what it has come to teach you this time. Perhaps a lesson in pacing. Perhaps a reminder to rest. After you have learned, release it back into the wilderness from which it came. You are not obliged to cast fear in a starring role. As October's curtain rises, you will notice synchronistic cues. The same phrase appearing in disparate conversations, a song lyric echoing your secret question, numbers aligning in patterns on receipts and clocks. These are breadcrumbs laid by a benevolent universe guiding you toward the intersection of prepared heart and poised opportunity. Follow them. They will not lead you astray. Finally, beloved soul, remember this exhortation. Your worth is not measured by another's readiness nor by a bank account's digits. You were born worthy, the way mountains are born majestic, no certification required. Any relationship or financial venture you welcome into your life should amplify that innate value, not ransom it. Walk forward with the quiet authority of one who knows this truth deep in their marrow. The world responds to self-knowledge like flowers respond to sunlight, by opening. May the pathways of love clarify, may the channels of abundance widen, and may your courageous choices weave a tapestry of days so vibrant that even uncertainty pauses to admire the view.